I recommend that everyone watching this pool go subscribe right now to Fedor Gorst. He has a YouTube channel, and the guy's just phenomenal. I usually don't plug anybody here, especially in the category of pool. I might do it on, home improvement, car, auto body stuff, or auto mechanics, or, something like that. But it's very rare in pool. I have done it, but I've screened the heck out of them and made sure that the people I'm endorsing actually know what they're doing and can help you. At Fedor, you just can't go wrong. The guy's pretty unreal. The other night, about a week ago, he did a live stream of playing the God of 9-ball. So it's like 5 steps up from playing the Ghost, where you get ball in hand after the break. The God of 9-ball is what they're calling him. You don't get ball in hand. You break and you try to run out if you make a ball on the break. So and not only that, but he's playing on 4-inch pockets in the corner and 4 1/4 on the sides. So very, very tough diamond table compared, it's all relative compared to most. And he's also racking the 9-ball on the spot. Now you see in all my videos, except for the early ones, that I don't play the Ghost either. But I'm not playing under these conditions that Fedor's playing on, where 9-ball's racked on the spot. And I'm playing with the 9-ball, racked where it normally is in the 1-ball racked on the spot. And I break from anywhere in the kitchen that I want to. So I'm like playing the Moses of 9-ball, or maybe the Jesus of 9-ball. Fedor's playing the God of 9-ball. It doesn't get any tougher. The match was really interesting. He wound up losing. Yet he struggled in the center, in the middle of the set, where his break kind of failed. He was cut breaking, but coming off hard on the side and going back into the stack, which leaves you at the mercy of where the 2-ball is going. And sometimes he went through a streak of 7 or 8 games where he either didn't make a ball on the break or he didn't have a shot on the 2-ball. So you got to pull something out of your butt to continue to run out. And he gave it his best shot, but it just wasn't working. But then he got his second win, and so the Ghost the God pulled ahead of him in the middle of the set, and he played catch up and caught a rhythm again and got it working again. And he lost 21-19, but it was still incredible to watch. And he did this on live stream. I didn't watch it till like 2 days later, and this is before he went to racks to play in a tournament. This is the way I practice, except not under these conditions and not with these particular rules, which I hear everybody's going to, but I've yet to see it with my eyes, at least in local tournaments and stuff. But I guess that's where we're evolving to, so I probably should start racking the 9-ball on the spot and breaking from the box. I don't want to. But, you gotta evolve. Yeah, watch it. Still, you're looking at a 48% break and run percentage, which, even under the old rules, is just phenomenal pull. Most of the pros are averaging 20% break and run percentage is very high. He's hitting 48%. You don't get much stronger. And at the end, he wanted to do it again. He said, "This is great practice." And it is great practice. If you've never done it before, it's going to get frustrating for you. And it's going to dawn on you how much of this game is in the break. No matter how great you are, if your break's not working, you're going to struggle a lot in this game. So, yeah, it just brings it all home. But yeah, subscribe to Fedor. I highly recommend to any pool player at any level. Some of this stuff he does, you might be a little bit lost on it, but it'll dawn on you later in your progression. Anyway, we're going to do this video. I love when you guys go back and comment on my old videos, from years ago. When somebody does that, because I have so many videos, and my titles don't really convey what's in the videos. Not very good anyway, most of them. I watched a video too when that happens. Somebody comments on an old video and they say something about what went on in the video, and I'm like, it's just a comment, and I'm totally lost on it. So I have to, and I want to, go back and watch the video with you to see how to reply to a comment they made. And in this one particular video, I was using a system that was different than what I normally do, and I liked it, and I don't know why I didn't stick with it. And it was the issue of playing the run out first before ever analyzing it, just playing it and asking you to watch it, with all your attention and find my mistakes as I'm running these balls. And then analyzing it afterward and going through it, like with a magnifying glass and saying, "Yep, you're right, I did this wrong here, I should have done this. It would have made everything easier, and that's why I got bad on the following ball, and here's how I got out of it and got back in line." And just analyzing after everybody sees the run out. It makes more sense, and it invests the viewer in the video. You know what I mean? So they want to watch it till the end and get the conclusion of it. The greatest stories are told with a problem to begin with, and then going through trying to find the solution, and then ending with the solution. So if you start with a problem, you go through the process of elimination or a process of dissecting it or living it, and then the ending, whether it's happy or sad. That's the best. That's how to tell a story that captivates the audience. There's a beginning, a middle, and the end. So that's what this style of video does better than the style I've been using. So that's where we're at. Let's go watch it. Let's take this from the top and really dissect this break here. And I made the wing ball. I would have parked the cue ball on the left side of center table, but it got bumped by the 5 ball and it kind of bumped it up the table, so I'm not center table here. And I got the 1 down by the top right hand corner pocket. So 2 out of a possible score of 3 is a pretty good break. Most players are going to shoot this 1 and just go to center table, and then use the left-hand side rail to get right on the 3. I do it a little bit different, and I know it's wrong, and I'm trying to get to the left-hand side of the 2 ball so I can stun it over for the 3. There's 2 good things about the way I'm doing it, and you can't scratch here. The 7 ball is blocking the side pocket. And the 7 ball is actually my aiming point. I didn't hit my aiming point. I hit the 5 first. But regardless, that's what I was trying to do. And if I get straight in, I can always play the short side of the 3 and shoot the 3 in the bottom right-hand corner and still get on the 4 just fine. Now, I'd be a fool to tell you to play it like this. This is just the way I choose to play it because I feel safer playing it that way. All the top players are going to tell you to just get center table on the 2 and use left-hand side rail to get back on the 3 and the right position on the 3 in order to get to the left side of the 4 ball. So let's take it up to the 4 ball and then we'll cut and put some graphics in and explain this rack further. If we take a look at the 4 ball line, we can easily see we're on the right hand side of the line, and this is a problem. We're supposed to be on the left hand side of the line so we can keep the cue ball in the center of the table for the 5 and the 7. The problem we have now is what do we do on this 4 ball to get a decent shot, at least on the 5 ball? And you could be tempted to go further up table with a whole lot of top. But I really don't like that shot. You're kind of playing with disaster here. If you get behind the 5 for the right-hand side pocket, you're going to be in big trouble here, and that's the natural angle here. So you would really have to put some kind of spin on this cue ball, and I just don't like it. So I can't just stun it because we're going to get stuck behind the 8, and it's a possible scratch here. So I have to draw out of the scratch and just go to the right-hand side rail and settle for a really tough shot on the 5. But once we get to the 5, it should be just roll it up. Just make the 5. It doesn't. The natural path of the cue ball is going to leave you fine on the 7. So just don't even worry about the position on the 7 and just make the 5 ball. So I do, and from there I make another mistake, and I should have went off the left-hand side rail when I shot the 7. Instead, I tried to draw back and get position for the 8 in the right-hand side, and I could have still got position for the 8 in the right-hand side if I had drew it a little bit, but still played left-hand side rail. I played it pretty bad, and I get on top of the 8. And with you really no other option but to go 3 rails. The good thing with going 3 rails on the 8 is you're in line automatically on the 9 ball once you hit that left-hand side rail. Yeah, but it's kind of a full hit, and it takes the momentum off the cue ball, and I get 3 rails, and I get pretty much straight in, not exactly straight in on the 9. people good enough. The problem is it's a long shot, and they can be a tester. You know, if your stroke is not perfect, you're gonna miss this ball. So yeah, we pretty much did everything wrong, but we got through the wreck. Thank you guys for tuning in. Go see Fedor's channel. It really rocks. I highly recommend it. Peace out.